Treacherous tubers. Ben, you remember 90s boy band East 17? They had that one song.
I do remember 90s boy band East 17 and that one song that they had. How did that one song go, Liam, without getting us demonetized?
I can't make that promise. They did Stay Another Day. The only Christmas song to not be about Christmas. It just has, like, Christmas bells. And that's what makes it a Christmas song.
The music video of them rotating around in pure white parkas that was fantastically spoofed by the mariachi band who advertised Doritos for a couple of years.
Yes, I remember. Brian Harvey was one of the East 17 crew. Do you know about this?
Yes, I do, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
please share this.
This is something I think a lot of people will know this story, but it's relevant and it's incredible, and I found out some very specific details that give me joy. Brian Harvey almost lost the ability to walk because he ate too much potato. This is a true story from a few years ago. I think the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it was nearly a decade ago. He ate 3 baked potatoes and presumably immediately got in his car. On his way to a friend's house, he felt nauseous, so he opened the door in order to not be sick on himself. Are you okay?
I know where it's going, and either the next sentence or the one after that is just gonna take me out.
He opened the door because he felt nauseous and didn't want to be sick on himself. But what happened... Just going to give Ben a moment. Just going to build suspense. Because you're thinking it can't possibly be that funny. Liam can't possibly cash the check that Ben is writing.
Sorry. It might just be me.
No, it's not. Brian Harvey ate 3 baked potatoes. He got in his little car and he started driving to his friend's house. And he felt a little bit sick. And he was like, uh-oh. Don't want to be sick on my trousers. I'm Brian Harvey from East 17. So he opened the car door. He undid his seatbelt. Wow, man. Do you need to go for a walk or something? And he leant out of his car to be sick out of the car whilst it was moving. You right? You right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not look at the screen.
You're gonna not look at the screen, are you? Is that gonna help?
Looking out the window because that'll make it better.
There's no potatoes out there. It's fine.
No, but there might be Brian Harvey.
He opens the door. He leads out of his car to be sick. He undoes his seatbelt. He falls out of his car. And he's run over by his own car. And he breaks his pelvis. And is then sick on himself.
He runs himself over with his own car. Because he...
Yep. He shatters his pelvis and he's in a wheelchair for a while, and they weren't sure if he'd be able to walk again. And he was sick on himself. He also, Ben, I don't know if you know this bit, he developed a phobia of potatoes. And it took him 10 years to eat another potato. And this time he wasn't sick on himself. Oh, and he also didn't run himself over.
I'm sorry, but I'm sure was he breathalyzed after he told this story? Because it sounds like an awful lot of bullshit.
I don't know.
How would you eat 3 baked potatoes so quickly and then immediately get in your car?
So I've had this conversation.
Stop. You open the door, take your seatbelt off,
because I guess he thinks
fall out, and run yourself over.
I'm like, why not just pull over?
Just stop.
Because you know exactly how sick you're going to be because you know how much potato you've just eaten. So, and you can only expect to be a little bit sick, otherwise you would stop the car, right? So I think it's got to be, it's not just the potato, because you don't just have a baked potato. You're not a fucking psychopath. I think you put stuff on a baked potato, right? Whether it's beans, whether it's bacon, whether it's chili, like whatever. So it's entirely possible that with each baked potato, he had like a full can of beans. But like Brian Harvey runs himself over after eating 3 baked potato and 3 full cans of Heinz beans is like, you got to keep snappier titles, Ben. You need a snappier headline. 3 baked potatoes. Don't worry about the toppings. Did he have sour cream and chili on one? Did he have bacon and egg on the other? And did he have beans on the third? That's too long of a headline. This is why you can't work in the press anymore, because your headlines are too long. You got to be specific. You got to be less specific. You got to be poignant, snappier.
Oh,
3 baked potatoes is a better title.
Genuinely cry that.
Yeah, you're struggling there. I can see it.
I remember it was just because it was like 15 years ago. That was 15 years.
It was.
Of not really thinking about the fact that Brian Harvey ran himself over because of a potato.